All right, somebody give me a little slappy high five. Thank you.
That's whatever.
No, it was for visual cues. But anyway, what's what's going on? Welcome back.
What's up?
It's another fantastic, amazing, happy 4th of July weekend from the Strikes on the End Zone podcast with Trey Ballard, our host. He's the Parmesan to our, I don't know,
Anything
chicken.
Italian?
Yeah.
Like,
literally everything. He's the
think
secret
of one
sauce.
thing.
What?
That's like saying the salsa to our. Oh, goddamn. Gets me every
Potato.
time.
Yeah. What kind of chips were they? God damn it. Anyway, he's the one that ties this all together. My God, just let me do this.
Hey, look, man.
What's going on, buddy?
It's like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? And then you can be the bread, Wes.
On the bread. Oh, okay.
You can be the bread. Me and Matt will be the peanut butter and the jelly, and then you can be the bread. That ties everything together.
It's your show, man. You're the special sauce.
Like I said, you can be the bread.
You know what the difference is between jelly and jam, right? Let's keep this PG.
Since when?
I mean, shit.
The last thing we've ever done is made this PG.
You know, yeah, that's valid. That's super valid.
Yeah.
What's been going on, man? What's up? What's
been going on with you, man?
I mean, watching sports like usual.
Well, yeah.
Like since everything is since it's only baseball right now. I mean, trying to find some track and field here and there, a little bit of UFC, like we talked about last time. You know,
So
trying to get my fix wherever I can.
So wherever that thing I sent you guys, I think was it yesterday about the LeBron?
That was a Pornhub link.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
It might as well have been.
Might as well have been, because I literally understood about half of it. So what's going on? Is he talking about jumping ship?
No, it's
He
just,
signed-
It's the summertime, Wes. You got to. A lot of this stuff is clickbait, which it worked, obviously. So, but
If he didn't sign the extension, if he went to be a free agent, then he could go to the Knicks. But
well, he
or the
opted into his
Mavs
last
or-
year or so. But I mean, bro, I'm not listening.
but they just got Deandre Ayton, which could be
I'm
hit or miss.
I'm
I mean,
skeptical on Deandre Ayton.
apparently he's a dick.
He's unmotivated already, and then you put him in a Laker jersey, and that seems to put that sort of shit in the overdrive for these.
Every time I
guys, so.
see him, he just looks like an anorexic Greg Oden.
He just doesn't. I just don't think he give a fuck about the game no more.
Yeah, I mean,
After that,
I always forget he was a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, bro, in that Luka draft.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
1 and
we'll see.
3, I
Number
believe.
1 and number 3, yeah.
was Trae Young too? That's what they
Nah,
swapped?
he was at what they switched 3 and 5.
Back to
I think that was Marvin Bagley that went to.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna go nowhere. I just at this point, bro, like what they were saying was when they put out the report of him wanting to monitor the situation because he still wants to win, yada yada. That's just them trying to put some pressure on Rob Pelinka to actually make some moves. Which what did I say before, Wes? This is his job to go out here and build a championship team around Luka and whoever else is on the team. Obviously, mainly Luka, but LeBron, obviously, since he's still on the team, he counts for that. So I think he's just trying to get him a kick, be like, bro, like, what do you, like, even if, like, LeBron is also saying, like, even if he wasn't here, do you not want to build a championship contender around your best player?
For sure.
Like, in general, you know what I mean? Just in general, whoever it is, whether it's me
sure.
or anybody else. Like,
But the thing is, too, like, if that's really the case, and again, I'm always been a LeBron fan, but if that's really the case, he could have opted out, signed a lesser contract. I mean, but again, that's so easier said than done than turning around $50 million. Like, you're not going to do that. But I'm just saying because, and I don't want to say he like holds teams hostage every summer, but it's always like, all right,
seems
I'm
to
gonna
be
extend.
a thing, though.
Yeah, like he's
makes it a little more
I'll
difficult on
extend
you.
when I know the team's gonna be
Right.
better, and they're like,
Well, we
well,
need
bro,
to know-
you're gonna want half a,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you're gonna want 40, 50. Like, are you in it so we know what to do with our cap?
right. Yeah,
So
we need to
it's
know
kind
what
of
your
like
cap is
that.
gonna look like.
You kind of got to meet him halfway, but. I think Rob Pelinka's all in all done a pretty good job.
I think he's been all right. We just gonna see how much what he gives up because he's trying to go get Andrew Wiggins right now to get that athletic wing, and we're gonna see what to give up because I was seeing something where it's like Rui, Dalton Connect, and a first rounder, and I'm like,
I could see Andrew Wiggins being a good pick.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him. I'm just not trying to give up that much for him. Obviously, I feel like I know we're gonna have to give up one of those two. But I feel like we can throw in some like a filler player versus one of like we got to keep either Rui or Dalton, and then the first rounder you can have. I mean, that's gonna come with it, but I don't know. I don't feel like I should give up those two guys for Andrew Wiggins at this point, but we'll see. I mean,
they're saying the Durant trade is gonna like they're adding like 4 more teams, so it's gonna be a 7-team
I
trade
saw
now
that.
or something.
I saw that, which I think
be-
I saw where for the Lakers part, it was mainly just them being able to acquire their draft pick that they got in the second round, but. other than that, yeah, I think there's a couple other teams that it could.
I'm almost just curious about what Giannis is going to do, man.
Yeah, because that's still kind of. Well, I mean, apparently he likes the Miles Turner move.
I was going to say, can you that pumped on Miles Turner, though?
That's true.
Like,
I was a little skeptical of that, too. I was like, really?
And then they were saying, like, how could he do that to the Pacers? I'm like, dude, our best player's out next year.
And they lowballed the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm like, I would have done.
I think they said they offered him like 3 years, 80.
Yeah,
and then he got what was it?
He got 100 plus.
Yeah, he got 100 plus.
Speaking of contracts, let's talk about SGAs.
Oh man,
and I don't think like his family was like, damn, we gotta leave Indiana, go to Milwaukee. Right. They're like, it's kind of like, yeah.
And also West, a lot of people have been talking about how he's probably had the best year of anyone in the world.
I'm sure he deserves it.
Like, he
he's
might
very
have the best
good.
year ever. SGA. Like you go from winning MVP, fucking conference final, scoring title MVP, conference finals MVP, finals MVP, record setting contract. He getting over $70 million a year. Like I can't name too many years a singular person has had that's been better than that.
No.
Like that's just,
his super max extension.
Crazy.
All just to sign Paul George.
Man. Is that bad? I don't.
I mean, in hindsight, man.
In
the time, bro, you got to think, because remember, they broke it down to where you was actually getting Kawhi and Paul George for that package, but it obviously was mainly Paul George. But since Kawhi said he wasn't going to go there unless they got Paul George, you pretty much got... It was a huge package. Like, at the time, like it looked like it was crazy because for one player, technically, but it also technically wasn't. So it was just like...
Well, not only that, he was also like he had leverage because Magic was trying to bring him to the Lakers. Right. So he was like, if you don't just do this, I'm going next door and I'm going to be with LeBron and.
So it's like,
and he was trying to fight it like Kawhi. He was trying to fight it any way he could.
He's a California guy, anyways.
Yeah, he was. He really wanted to be in LA, and if he really didn't want to do the Lakers and build a team with LeBron and AD, but he was like, I want to be at home that bad though.
I think from what I remember, he wanted to be in the Clippers. He didn't want to team with LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. He wanted if the Clippers weren't able to make that move, he would he didn't want to go to the Lakers because he wanted to go against LeBron, but he wanted to be at home that bad. That's when
his stock could have been higher either. He just came off winning the finals and everything.
Oh yeah, finals MVP and shit. And for a second team, I mean,
he's such another one of those like what ifs too.
Yeah,
even though he does have 2 rings and 2 finals MVPs, like if he doesn't have that, just all those leg issues and everything.
Like if he had actually stayed healthy,
or if he stayed with San Antonio and just like got all that BS behind him, they would have built that around him too.
That would have been so crazy.
Would have had at least 4 more years with Pop.
Easily, bro.
Yeah, because they still had a solid team when he left, but then they saw him leave, and then Tony Parker was like, I guess I'm going to Charlotte now.
Right. For real, like going to Charlotte. Like he's just sitting, I'm sure he was just like, I'm really finna just go keep playing this game that I love in Charlotte.
Just gonna make some money in Charlotte.
Hey, they was talking about apparently Russ, it hadn't been confirmed, but they was talking about on Jeff T's podcast that Russ got offered a 2-year, $150 million deal overseas.
Yeah, he got offered like Ronaldo money.
In Tel Aviv, and that man Jeff T was like, shit, hey, if he don't want to go, can we split it 50-50? I'll go.
Seriously.
He said, if y'all need an American former All-Star that you just need to promote some shit, I'll do it. For 150 M's, he's like, look, I'll leave my family behind for a year.
Bro, Jeff T needs to be on a bigger platform. He's so funny, man. Like the stuff that comes out of his mouth, because he's like, he's like an NBA insider, but he's one of the guys, so he like tells like the behind the scenes stories and stuff about
and like he, they from Indianapolis, so like it's
like when he pushed LeBron into the stands, and he was like, I know I fucked up.
He said, I was tripping, bro.
He's like, he dropped 30 on me after that.
Right? Remember, he said that's why I had to get off the internet.
Yeah,
it's because I started getting the mess. He said that's why. He said I got the messages. He's like, if he had got hurt, I would have killed you, bitch. That's what he was saying. Shout out to Jeff Nim, B Hen, DJ Mook, and Malcolm, Mike, man. Shout out all y'all. Eventually, man, we gonna be able to collab on some shit, bro.
Dude, he's so funny.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, so Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Ian, who else? Bane just messed up his toe. He got turf toe now after his first day after signing.
Who, Triple J?
No, Desmond Bane.
I thought that was Jaren Jackson.
Was it?
I thought so.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
You call it turf toe? Is that what you called it?
Turf toe.
I thought it was Jaren Jackson. Because he just signed.
It might have been, you're right.
Remember, he just signed. It was brand new. Because I only remember because, he just signed. And he might have to get surgery and shit. Which is so crazy to me because Miles Turner, like, for being as big as they are, how you only averaging 6 and 7 rebounds a game? Goddamn, that's what Josh Giddey averaged. God,
again, for the uninitiated, Josh Giddey is...
He's 7 foot.
Oh, that's it? Huh. Oh, that's it. But I'm saying Josh Giddey's not good.
He play on the Bulls, bro. He's this dude. He was the dude that got accused of
He was
fucking
on
with the
Thunder
underage,
last
the
year.
underage girl that lied.
And
she
he had a high
lied
stock
about
coming out
her.
of college too. Like he could play.
Yeah.
I think he was only Thunder for a year or two. And then he got in trouble for allegedly like diddling some teenagers.
Mm-hmm. It did come out. They said that they lied about their age to him. But you saw the shit happen with Wander Franco. He actually got convicted.
Yeah.
And the mom was in on it.
Well,
That
speaking
shit
of
crazy.
diddlers, I mean,
Man, Diddy out, bro.
yeah, right.
Or he at least he's sentenced in October, but like
He's still in jail.
He beat the big charges, and I mean, I was calling for if the stuff is true, throw him under the jail. But if it ain't true, I can't. I mean, shit. If they don't rule it that way, I can't.
He's a disgusting human, but
Rico's not a Rico, man.
I can't.
You got to see the videos of these people actually just like dumping Johnson and Johnson all over each other.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I'm not
the funniest
playing.
thing.
dude, how many pornos do you think are already out by now?
Bro, it's finna
I think
be, bro.
they shot 30
it's the middle of
yesterday.
the summer, bro. The streets is finna be hectic.
Dude,
The streets is finna be
talk
hectic.
about it last
bro.
time when I told you that he filmed a porn with a guy wearing a he was wearing a Jordan jersey and he had a guy and a girl fucking wearing Shaq and Kobe jerseys. Like that's crazy.
That's
The streets is
super
finna be
weird.
Crazy with Diddy out, man. I can't even cap with y'all.
And then 50 Cent said he's the he's the gay Teflon Don.
Bro,
He called him the
50
gay.
is so crazy. It's so funny, bro.
Wait, why he said he's the gay Teflon Don?
Because Diddy a freak monster, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like he a
Yeah,
freak.
he said he's
He a
the gay
freak.
John Gotti.
He a freak
I
monster.
know.
Like, the gay Teflon Don.
Nothing sticks.
He a
Except,
freak
He's dodging the feds again.
yeah.
He a freak monster, bro. It's crazy.
Well, on multiple levels, nothing sticks to him because of all the baby oil too,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
That's
Look
true.
at Wesley with the zinger.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying it works on
The
multiple levels.
zinger.
Yeah, that's what I do as a
Hey,
producer.
Got the big brain on Brad.
I know.
Nice little one-liners.
I know, right?
dude.
So he beat the Mann Act,
He
which
beat the feds. Man.
so. But we were talking that it's funny that they were trying to they charged him for having sex with a prostitute outside the place where they're from. So that was like the trafficking.
I
So
think
it's like
where the purchase or transaction goes through. You're not
right,
supposed to cross
it's
state
lines.
lines.
So that was
Yeah.
it's an extension of the Mann Act, what they got Jack Johnson, the boxer, with back in 1910. Because I remember seeing this because he was fucking this white prostitute. And he traveled across state lines. So they used this act to, it's basically, it's supposed to be a sex trafficking, but they put it to where like, oh, you paid for a prostitute and then you cross state lines. But I'm like, the way you guys make it sound is that the prostitute's okay. Just don't bring it over state lines.
That is true.
Fuck our bitches.
That's
and
real, though.
yeah.
That's what you're saying.
You got to
That's
pump that
right.
money back into the economy.
That's what we were saying the other day. They're like, leave Manhattan. They're like, no, we're going to Jersey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
no.
that's real though. I mean,
Take
I
me
don't
to
know.
AC.
I don't know the intricacies of prostitution,
You
but
promised, Sean.
Bad
but
boys for
I
life.
mean, but
Take that,
that's
take
pretty
that,
much
take
what
that.
it is.
Yeah, to me it's just funny because it's like, dude, we're trying to like keep our hookers safe and we'll have them pump money and come back into the system,
I mean, that's pretty much.
I'm just saying,
Gotta keep them safe.
gotta keep them safe, man.
That went.
If we're gonna kill them, we'll let our people kill them. Okay,
No, that's pretty much how that went.
That's a Dallas bitch right there. What are you doing cross state lines?
That's pretty much. That's really like.
And
that's
Cassie's
crazy.
crying at home like Woody Harrelson and Zombieland, which is hundreds just like. like
She said
That
that.
poor
She said
girl,
that
man.
settlement wasn't enough.
that
No,
poor girl.
nothing could be.
But I saw that video, and I mean, again, and like it's one of those things. There's two sides of the coin where they always are like, when you're in a situation like that, just leave. Obviously, it's hard. And then obviously the
Bro,
people
she was
that
trying to
and then
go down the
peop-
elevator.
and
He
I'm
caught
about
her.
to say, and then the people,
Yeah.
and then the people that say like, it's hard, like she was trying, like, and she was like, I saw, I mean, we all saw the video, like that
director's
one,
cut.
and that's
Like-
just, and that's just like one particular instance that was caught on camera, but honestly, like it's one of those situations though, you can't help but think. If that was what they caught on camera, what is about the stuff that you didn't see on camera,
He
bro?
was
Like,
in a towel. Imagine if he was in some Sean
wouldn't-
John
he-
sweats.
He didn't even give a fuck if his shit came
He had to
on.
like hold his towel in his private
And
stuff.
while-
Imagine if he had
and
like
while-
flexibility and stuff.
Right, while he was grabbing
Think
her
he-
shit and her to take her back down the hallway, I'm
Fucking
just like,
crane kicked her,
That's
yeah.
a little, that's crazy.
Whispering, take that, take that.
Yeah,
Dude.
like, that's crazy.
I just love that his
He's just running
response.
down the hall, listen to "I Need a Girl" Part 2.
Man.
Yeah, I always just laughed at that his like apology video. Quote, I say that in quotes because he never said I'm
and he's
sorry,
like-
I fucked up.
He's like on a cabana. Or
yeah, and he's like, I fucked up.
Because like, I remember it was like 4 days before he was like, he's like, I can't wait to prove everybody or not show everybody like that I have good intentions. Then he came out and he was like, all right, here's the thing.
Yeah,
right,
I fucked up.
All right, so let me keep it a band with y'all.
The deal's this. Yeah.
All right, so this is how this went down.
He's like, be nice to your females. Go out, get some Ciroc. Take them out tonight.
I forgot. That's how he really made his money was with Ciroc and all that shit.
Sean John, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really the music producer part.
I mean, he did produce a lot of big songs.
Back in the 90s,
Bad Boys, bro. Record company.
Bad Boys, everything.
Bad Boys.
And then he did, I mean, he worked with so many artists.
He did.
Yeah, but like he lost that Midas touch kind of dropped. You would say.
I mean, yeah, just because he wanted to be the star, and they're like, no, man, just sit in the booth.
And remember when Suge Knight was like, come to death row if you don't want people all in your video, like, you know what I mean? Throwing shots at Puff.
There you go.
And then what did Biggie's mom say in the movie in Notorious? Who names himself Puffy? I will never forget that line in that movie because I was too young to be watching it, but I remember that line. Shit, who names himself Puffy?
That movie was so...
Bro, it was crazy.
It was... I don't say it was bad. I just feel like they could have done a better... Like the All Eyes on Me, Tupac one, I was just like, what are you doing?
I didn't even watch that. I saw the clip. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm out.
They just forced that thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't.
Oh, yeah, because like once Straight Outta Compton came out, they're like, all right.
Because
Straight Outta Compton was great.
Yeah, because it was done right.
Because was All Eyes on Me, was that before or after the Tupac hologram shit out there in California at that concert?
So Coachella?
But that's what I'm saying. But that started a lot of that Tupac shit coming back.
The Tupac hologram thing came out in like 2015.
But that's what I'm saying. Remember, that started a whole avalanche of people doing Tupac shit. You remember?
Remember Haley Joel Osment in the Entourage movie? He was like, hell, I saw Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He's been dead for years.
Right. And everybody kept trying to capitalize on Tupac shit for a minute.
But it was just like bad acting. They just cast that dude because he looked like him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Demetrius
That's exactly what it was.
He was on like Jimmy Kimmel, and he was like, it's like my dad used to produce for Tupac, and everyone was like,
what?
You guys look identical. I think he was banging your mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you have you done a DNA test?
Seriously. No, I think they actually did.
Oh, okay.
I think he's good.
What was the movie was it He Got Game? No, not He Got Game. With that Tupac was in.
Above the Rim?
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim and Juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say just watch Above the Rim. That feels more like a Tupac.
I grew up on Above the Rim.
What's that?
Above the Rim. I grew up on
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim is a great movie.
No, I was gonna say that's
Pain is one of Tupac's best songs ever.
Yeah.
He said
I think that's the best song on the soundtrack. You can say whatever.
No, I'm with you. I'm just writing down literally mark that. I'm gonna do a little cameo song in that.
Listen to Pain later. It's a Tupac song.
He said, that's not how the game is played.
And Thomas Shepard goes out there in khakis and bucks, and they're throwing elbows, and he still drops 15 in 10 minutes.
Right.
I mean, that's why he's above the rim, man.
Yeah.
The name says it all.
How high can you get, Nutso?
Come on, man.
How high can you get?
Talk to him. Talk fucking to him, man.
Dude, Above the Rim was so good. And Kyle Watson
it's no blue chips.
Dude, Kyle Watson was Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury before they were.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch that, like the moves he's doing and stuff.
Yeah. That's what was fun watching. Like, was it 30 for 30 with and one? Watching.
Oh man,
Skip to My Lou and all those guys.
I had the and one. I had some of the and one tapes in the VHS back in the day, bro.
Dude, I used to love those shirts. Were my favorite.
And one was crazy.
Yeah, fuck the No Fear shirts.
I had when we played, I think it was JV. They made us, for some reason, they made us all get the same shoes.
Right.
And
Team shoes.
then they made us get and ones. And I remember they were the most uncomfortable things ever.
No, yeah, them hoes was clunky.
My pinky, like my sock was like Kurt Schillings after every practice.
Them hoes was clunky.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Them hoes was bricks. But
they look cool, but yeah.
They did. I will always
They were
give
nice.
them
Like the outside were cool stuff. Just the inside was just
not built for performance.
Yeah.
It's bricks, bro.
Yeah. So
we call them bricks.
Well, felt like John Rambo's like dipping his hands and shit. Like,
that's
just
brick.
glass.
Yeah, they're like,
it's brick shit for sure.
Was it in Hot Shots where he's doing that, but he's
he's like making a sundae.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
So, what I was gonna say, another big thing, and speaking of basketball, Caitlin Clark calls out WNBA pay after Commissioner's Cup win. So she said Indiana Fever star Caitlin,
right? I mean,
even while sidelined by injury, used the spotlight of her team's.
I mean, they gotta keep doing it and speaking out, but bro, like,
she criticized the pay structure.
Well, you can't fund it without any fun.
So if I'm her people, I'm just like, shh, like you're gonna make so much money. Just like
shut the fuck up.
Just keep being in the face.
Be patient. The game is still growing. People like if you look from a couple years ago at these games to where they are now, it's night and day. Just keep grinding though. You can't like. It's not gonna be an overnight process.
Those girls are like, I want to punch her in the face. She's complaining about pay right now.
It's an overnight. It's not an overnight process.
We got paid like kindergarten teachers. Like, shut the fuck up.
Like, it's just how it goes sometimes. Like, it's different like comparison, but for college athletes previously, like now they're getting paid. Guys in the 80s, 90s, you know, early, like they weren't getting paid. It is what it is. It's just kind of the role you got to take on of trying to leave it better than where you found it and where you got into. You know what I mean? It's
and they
just
definitely
what it
have.
is.
I mean, it looks.
It's just what it is.
The product is a lot better.
You got 20,000 people watching y'all's games, man.
Dude,
like I don't understand.
The Dallas Wings, the WNBA, our team for here, they sold out.
Yeah.
Last Friday.
Yeah,
they sold out American Airlines.
I was telling Wes the other day, I was like, because he was asking, like, you know, like, what's her deal? How good is she? And I was like, bro, she didn't tear her ACL.
Bro.
She probably would have been right up there.
She was.
They did a whole thing on her on ESPN, like, when she was coming out of high school, dude. I don't say she's just as good as Caitlin Clark because she's a couple of years behind her, but she can play.
She's the truth.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, like, I just can't believe when you guys have been calling it for the past 2 months. Like, women's sports, you guys have been calling it for the past 2 months. Like, women's sports, but especially, like, the fact to sell out American Airlines. I'm not saying it's not the huge.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
The women's game, like, bro, they get nice. Like, they for real getting, like, they finna start cooking for real. Like, it's getting to that point. Like, athleticism is catching up to just the modern, you know, the way athletes are now, bro, and it's helping a lot.
Even my Jersey girl, Liv Morgan, from WWE, man.
Oh, man, she's cold, bro.
She's the best.
She cold. Like I was saying, bro, wrestling. I'm not playing, bro. Women's wrestlers wasn't doing this type of shit, bro. They going crazy.
Dude,
they going crazy, bro.
Laughs at me, but I'm just like, this girls
You think it's a joke, bro. They out there doing some shit I ain't never seen before. I'm like, Trish wasn't doing no shit like that.
Bro, it's like
Trish wasn't doing no shit like that. I was like, she was out there trying to look pretty. These hoes looking pretty, and they doing backflips on people.
These girls are like Livy Dunn doing
yes, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So Trey, what makes you say that? Like, what is like the move that you saw that really was like, oh fuck, how did she do that?
Now.
Everything, bro. It's just like watching a gymnast in a wrestling ring, bro. That's like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's just the athleticism on display.
Rhea Ripley busted out the Razor's Edge the other day.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know that move from Razor Ramon when he would just put you on top and
put a
toothpick in his mouth.
There's so many motherfuckers that would not
even
dare do some shit like that in the 2000s, bro.
Wes is cracking up because I'm dropping all this wrestling knowledge. Dude, we
none of the women's roster would have did no shit like that back in the 2000s, bro.
That's when they were the Divas champ.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Even, like, the W Women's champ.
You know, it was good. It was crazy whenever they would like hit a bitch hard. Like that was exciting.
Like,
now
you just heard like a little slap.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's when like Stephanie would come out just to like win just because she was it, and they were like, all right, Shane, like, tongue kiss your sister and pass it
out. You know, no, like for real.
For, like, views.
Like, it was some nut shit, bro. Now they actually have storylines and whatnot with the women's game. Like, a lot of the women's shit before was just like mainly, like, obviously, you know, we got live with Dom Mysterio and shit, but mainly that's what it was back in the day. It was stuff to do. It was beefing with with stuff that had to do with the dudes.
Dude,
now they have their own storyline.
Like, who was Macho Man's girl?
He's so funny, man.
Who?
Dirty Dom.
Oh, Dom, bro. Dom is hilarious.
He always calls his dad, Rey Mysterio, the deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
And they're like, he was doing some interview and someone was like, so what's your father's best, something like this? And he was like, which one? Because he always claims that Eddie Guerrero is his real dad, which is why he has the mullet and the mustache and everything.
Right.
He does the frog splash. But yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
Dude, he's hilarious.
Damn.
Crazy.
I just, I knew you liked wrestling, but I didn't know like you were that into it.
Oh, I loved it when I was like in my probably up and through like middle school. And I didn't watch it really in high school, college, or anything. And I just got back into it like 3 years ago.
I had the ring. I had everything, bro. Sure. I had the Rock, Stone Cold. I had my favorite.
Yeah, I was a Macho Man and Stone Cold.
Like, the Bloodline thing.
Yeah.
I think I just got tired of people doing the DDT.
Nah, bro.
Remember
we was playing WWE versus Raw and shit.
Oh yeah,
WrestleMania
2000
on N64. Yeah,
it was getting hectic in there. It was so many controllers, bro, because then they got choke slammed through a table out of nowhere.
We used to set up like our science fair boards just to like power bomb each other into it.
Shit, bro. That's lit, man. Yeah, dog. Wrestling is that. It's making me up.
She's like, "Why is your ears bleeding?" I'm like, Music was really loud. What's the questions?
It's a different lifestyle we living out here, Mom. Yeah. It's a different lifestyle we living out here.
Yeah, you're like, come on, Mom. I told you to get back inside.
You're right, like, come on.
30 more minutes. 30 more.
Gotta spray down the trampoline with the sprinkler.
We're not paying you nothing to sit on your ass all day.
Grilled cheese break now. Oreo smoothie, 30 minutes.
Man, that's crazy. It's hilarious.
Nat, we're out of pink lemonade. Well, fine, and just get the fucking purple one. I don't give a shit.
Bro, I think it's hilarious as fuck. You know who else? Like,
Where are my cutlets?
Jeff Teague, he fuck with wrestling heavy too. He talk about it on the show all the time, bro.
Who's that?
Jeff Teague. He fuck with wrestling too. Hella, bro. That shit is so funny.
No, dude, if you just
tomorrow, gotta bulk up.
once you kind of just accept that it's theater and just roll with it,
yeah,
it is a lot more fun.
Yeah, dog. That's, I
dude,
never take that shit serious.
We used to have the sound, or not the soundtrack. We used to have like the double CD thing that had like everybody's entrance song.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's hard.
I used to listen to the DX theme song all the time. It's catchy.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Hey, dude, what's his name that comes out to Living Color Cult of Personality? That's mad props on that one.
Which one?
Cult of Personality.
Oh, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mad
Yeah.
props. That's a fucking great song.
Go to guy. Fucking,
Dude, I saw him in some weird horror movie.
yeah.
I gotta look
Probably.
it up. Did you have IMDb Wes? Pull it up real quick.
I'm good.
I'm good is crazy. Fuck off, actually.
Whoa, what's his name again? Sorry.
I don't know his real
CM.
name, but it's CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Oh yeah, with his fucking worst neck tattoo.
When the
right?
fuck did Will Kane get on Fox News?
Dude, Fox News is
Ugh.
something.
Don't even talk. No, I'm off work. I don't work. No, I can't do it.
It's YouTube TV. I'm sorry, it just popped up. It says popular now.
Okay, so let's see. His name is CM Punk. His real
Phil
name is
something.
Philip Jack Brooks.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
he's in this like weird horror movie where he like hooks up with this girl who's like the neighbor. and then,
Revival?
like,
No, that's a
I
series.
don't know how many movies he could be in, dude.
Well, no, he's in a lot of series, but I don't see anything.
I'm pretty sure I won a Razzie for it.
Rabid?
Whatever. If it's a movie where he bangs young girl and monsters come out of a wall, that's it.
Whoa.
It's like the stupidest plot ever. But yeah, he was in that. Because he left for a while. He left them. I think he like walked out and then he went to AEW, but he's been gone for 13 years and just came back. Like
Yeah, because
Like 18 months ago?
all this just been
Yeah,
going back
it
for
was
a
like-
while.
he was the guy. I mean, I didn't ever like that's the part where I wasn't watching that time period. But yeah, apparently he was like him and Cena
was.
like were the guys in Orton.
Mhm.
I love Randy Orton.
One
Too.
of my old coworkers, Hunter, he still fucks with wrestling like super duper heavy.
Dude, it's entertaining.
Yeah,
Me and
he,
Wes watched it
yeah.
Saturday morning because they were there in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Or I watched it and glued his eyelids open, so he had to.
Yeah, like I felt like I was fucking Clockwork Orange.
It's not that bad. It was entertaining.
No,
Speaking of Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure is that not? No, never mind. I thought that was where the next fight night was at, but I think no. There's
No, it's in
a
Louisiana.
it's in
Fight
in
night.
Tennessee. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I'm just not. No, Poirier and them is in New Orleans.
that's
but
what's
there's
pay-per-view.
one. There's a fight night on the 26th that's in Abu Dhabi.
Who, like boxing fight
Nah, I'm talking
or?
about UFC. I'm just looking at the upcoming schedule because I.
Yeah, you see, our favorite guy, Jake Paul, now qualifies, right?
Jesus Christ.
For the
I don't even know if that's true. I mean, I saw the headline, but
I cannot fucking.
So
stand
going
him.
off of
he hasn't
seeing
fought one rank, or not one rank, but like, well, also he hasn't fought one ranked person, but he hasn't fought a legitimate.
so this is from CNN Sports, so somewhat
he
legit.
found some loophole, I believe, where if you fight enough fights and then in your weight class and beat guys, like,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
in there, but he's not ranked.
Yeah, because he's at number 14 in the latest edition of its rankings.
I mean, bro.
I mean, technically everybody's ranked,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
saying when ranking,
To
you're
be
in the top
top-
10.
you need to be top
at least
10.
in your division. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I'm ranked. I'm
Yeah.
I'm 1 millionth and 10.
Right, to truly like actually matter, you need
Yeah.
to be top 10. You know, so that way you can work your way to that number one contender.
Yeah, and I think everyone. I didn't watch that, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
saw that was gonna go the way it goes. But I don't think anyone really cares about boxing till September.
Yeah, exactly. Also, there is a early line out right now already for UFC 319. Duplessis or Chimaev, Kamzat, and Kamzat is a -180 favorite right now. Obviously, it's about almost over a month out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm over here. I was just trying to look and just like
Jerkis
see.
can he just keeps getting overlooked, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
But-
I mean, Cosmo's a beast,
Yeah.
dude. Like what he did to Robert Whitaker and what he did to. I mean, I will say this though: Usman gave him a good fight on
Oh yeah,
2-3 weeks notice.
Oh yeah.
Before I think that was the last fight he had before he won his last one.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, he's still. It's gonna be a good fight, dude. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Duplessis. Yeah.
Because they've been building him up for a
I
while.
know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see, dude, I hope the UFC gets, I don't say selfish, but impatient and just books Patty versus Topuria.
They got to, bro.
Like,
just skip over the qualifier fight for Patty.
Because if Gaethje wins, then you kind of lose that.
Right, you lose a little bit of the luster that Patty's gonna bring to.
And then Gaethje gets his third, fourth title fight. Mm-hmm. Like, again, it's kind of the Oliveira thing and Poirier. Like, how many times? I get it, like the 3 or 4 biggest names in the division, but you got these 2 young guys,
that are ready for their shot to try to, establish themselves.
And if it's close, like you do it in either Wembley or do it in Spain, because I think I was reading UFC's never done one in Spain.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah, so either do it in Spain or do it in Wembley, because Topuria doesn't give a shit.
No,
like he'll go wherever. His entrance song was awesome too.
Yeah,
that with the Matador thing, that was really cool.
For sure.
Let's say for argument's sake, it's even close. Then you do a next one. If it's knockout, then you do a trill. Like, bro, those are 2 of the biggest stars right now.
Also, bro, they're doing Noche UFC in San Antonio. I didn't know that. For Hispanic Heritage Month in September, they're doing it in San Antonio this year. That's crazy. I've never
gone to a live event. I'd be down for that.
It's crazy, actually. I didn't even think about that. Oh, fuck. I won't be able to go. I'll be at a wedding.
Lame.
But it's in Texas.
Stomach ache.
I mean, it's in Texas.
Where in Texas?
In Carrollton.
Oh, dude, that's 20 minutes.
I know.
Might as well be 5 hours.
The main card starts at 6.
But yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying, man. I just think they should start. And obviously, Dana White knows what he's doing. He's arguably the best promoter ever, next to my boy Vince McMahon. But
really, you're gonna say Vince?
I mean, dude, look at what he did.
No, your boy. I was gonna say.
I was just joking.
He's a piece of shit.
No, not my boy. I'm not talking about like him.
Yeah.
I was like, the guy's a piece of shit.
No.
He is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. No, he's.
Yeah, he tried to be like all humanized on that Netflix documentary. And I was like,
when I was like, Kiss Your Brother, when they were doing the whole thing because her and Triple H, her husband, Paul Levesque, who runs the creative now, back then, like before they actually like got together in real life, there was a storyline with them.
Right.
And then the storyline was going to be she gets pregnant, and then Vince pitched, "What if we make it my kid?" And they were like,
"What?"
Yeah. And they were like, that's a little too far, Vince.
No, dude.
They were like, "Oh, you're wild and
Triple
wild."
H like gets Steph, and he's like,
you're like, oh, you're wild and wild. And
although they did do like a date rape thing of how they got married. Apparently, like Triple H.
What the fuck?
This storyline, Triple H, like she was supposed to get married to somebody, and then he gets her like drugs her champagne or something, puts her in a convertible in Vegas, and like brings it to one of those like quick things in Vegas. So they had some stuff crazy back then, but anyway.
Yeah, wrestling back in the day was nuts, bro. And like we had no business. Like as young as I was seeing this shit and not realizing what the fuck was going on.
Well, that's
crazy.
That's why the South Park one is so good.
South Park is crazy.
Just had an abortion. I just got addicted to abortions. I've had so many. She's had 7 abortions. She's not even 12. You're going to tell.
Stance.
Good Lord, that's hilarious.
But anyways, back to UFC. I think they pushed that.
You don't want to talk abortions?
No.
Okay.
Nah, we got to leave that alone.
Nah, I'm good.
We got to leave that alone.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, we're going to leave that one alone.
Definitely not looking at your history now.
Yeah, we're going to leave that one alone, Brody.
But like, Pereira's going to come back.
Yeah.
And then we got to see what they do with John Jones, if they're going to, again, if he's going to wait and see what happens with Tom Aspinall. Because I think honestly,
he's supposed to fight Gane, right? Aspinall is.
I mean, who else is there? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's who he's supposed to fight.
Yeah,
so that's what sucks about the heavyweight, and really in both sports, in boxing and UFC, it just gets tougher and tougher for guys that big.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, man. It's just generations too, because
exactly.
You think like late '90s, early 2000s, when they had like
heavyweight.
Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, Foreman, Michael Moore, like they had so many heavyweights back then, and then it went back to the middleweights, and that's when like Oscar was the big guy, and Chavez Jr., and then Floyd came up. So it comes in waves. But
that's true.
Yeah, the UFC again. They used to have the UFC division, or the heavyweight division used to be
crazy.
And now it went like again, kind of same thing. Went to 155 for those years where Poirier, Conor, Oliveira, Islam, Khabib. I mean, you keep
naming people.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Yeah, because literally the only thing I'm seeing coming up next for fighting, boxing wise, is Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Shakur Stevenson. Both of those are gonna be next weekend. Manny Pacquiao the weekend after that. Then you got the heavyweight Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois for titles on the 19th.
That could be interesting. I could see Usyk retiring if he wins.
Yeah.
Or if they just throw some stupid money at Fury for another one, because he claims he wants to come back now.
Right. Like, which he does that shit so fucking much, bro. It's ridiculous.
I think he wants to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I think
just get that money, bro. Fuck it.
Bro.
And then Alvarez and Terrence
Crawford.
Crawford.
Breaks up, like that would.
Oh,
I don't even think they would sanction it.
I think he would have to wait a little bit because he's still in too good of shape to do that right now. Like in terms of just being able to.
Jake's what, 27, 26?
Yeah, like
he's probably 10 years older than him or something. So he'd still beat him with one arm.
Right.
So, what was I gonna say? So I feel like we got to ask Trey this one question. The question I asked you in the car on the way over here. So Trey, I really want you to think hard about this one. All right, this is a real.
That question.
No, it's an awesome question. All right.
It's like, I don't think he's gonna take his shirt off, man.
No, well, I mean, the cameras are rolling. Trey's like, yeah, especially now, dude. He's like, pop, pop, pop. All right.
I wish not there yet. Not there yet.
Okay, so it is the game aside, Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Forrest Gump wants to go home, and Bobby Boucher thinks Forrest said something about his mama.
Who's winning that?
Who's winning? Who's winning?
Who's winning one-on-one?
I already gave my opinion, but I'm curious to see what yours is.
So who's winning one-on-one?
Yeah, so Forrest is running the kick return, and it's just Bobby Boucher and him.
Not necessarily one-on-one, but like, who do you think's like if they come to
it comes to one-on-one in the hole. I mean, just in the hole is what I'm saying. Like,
well, he has to catch Forrest. So I think if it's like open field, just one-on-one.
Okay, wait, yeah. So he has to catch him.
Well, is Bobby Boucher going to tackle?
Like, is he going to make the play is what you're saying? Or
Right.
Is Forrest going to get by him and just book it down this
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably go with Bobby Boucher because Forrest ain't really have a whole lot of wiggle. He had straight line speed, but he didn't really have a whole lot of wiggle.
He had Tecmo Bowl speed.
Once he get going, he one of them dudes. Like once that's why he's perfect for kick return because he's like Josh. Like it's those guys that once you get going, like you mostly got to go straight. You gone.
Or the coach
he didn't have a whole lot of wiggle.
Run this way, and he's just like
so like he didn't have a whole lot of wiggle to him to make nobody miss or nothing like that.
That's what I said in the car. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, if it's just them, but like if you bring his mama into it, like
he might.
Well, wait, but Forrest could actually, he is very linear. But remember when he told him to turn, he does like a hard 90.
Or,
so as long as
let me throw a curveball to you.
Yeah.
What if Bobby says something about Forrest's mama? Now we got something going.
I mean, he did jump off a boat immediately when it's like Forrest's mom is sick, and he just jumped off the boat and swam immediately.
Yeah, and he was like,
and he did drag 7 guys in Vietnam. That's all I'm saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, you're right. That's valid. I mean, like I said, Forrest just ain't got a whole lot of wiggle in his game.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, the straight line. Like, I mean, if Bobby Boucher takes the wrong angle, Forrest is going. I mean, it's over with. You know, what I mean, he gonna take that to the crib. But if it just all depend on the angle that Bobby gonna take, man. Because once Forrest gets going, he got them strides, bro, from a distance. It don't look like he moving fast until you get close, and then he right by you, and you just like, oh.
I just think if Bobby was in Vietnam, the war would have been over in 3 days.
He might have got them up.
I think he would have been like the big tall blue guy and the Watchmen. And just
he would
have,
bro, Dr. Manhattan. Bro, he would have said,
with his dick hanging everywhere.
A whole another language. He would have said, I don't even understand what you're saying, but you got me fucked up.
Bro, you got me everybody.
Bro, Dr. Manhattan is crazy though. People don't realize like.
I love that movie. I was telling
bro, Watchmen is my grandma bought me that movie on DVD. I watched that movie like all the time.
I saw it in theaters like when it first came out.
The series was actually good too.
The series was better than the.
Is it mainly following Rorschach or no?
It's mainly following what's her name? Something Washington. She's been in so much stuff. I'll look it up. But it mainly follows her, and she plays the daughter of someone. But it follows Rorschach, and it follows. It's got so many different storylines. You have to see it.
I got you.
But it starts off taking place back in like slave days and stuff like that. So they tie that in, and then. Dr. Manhattan's in it too, but I don't want to give it away. But there's a twist with that as well. So it all builds up, but everyone for the most part is in it.
Yo, he's a crazy Dr. Manhattan is a crazy character, bro.
I mean, if you like blue penis, then that's the way to go, man.
That's
all I could stare at. I'm sorry, that was like overtook the fucking screen. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
I mean, you're right. He does a lot of cool shit.
That's gonna bother me now. I gotta look this up.
He does a whole lot of
not
cool
blue
shit.
penis. I mean, talking about that.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, Matt, like that's what you took from that?
Yep, 100%. So your answer is Bobby Boucher.
I'm gonna say Bobby just because, like I said, I'm assuming he takes the right angle, and if he does, he gonna close the deal. But if he don't,
Regina King. That's who it is.
Okay.
Regina King.
Forrest is gonna be by him in a lickety split. So
Well, somebody just threw a curveball into it. They go, what if Shane Falco is the quarterback?
Oh my god,
they're going to the championship.
Yeah, right.
Did you see that thing where the Ravens actually asked Keanu Reeves to come try out for the team because he threw the ball so naturally and so well in the replacements?
Oh, I read that. Yeah, dude, that's fucking nuts, and I believe it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's awesome. It's Keanu Reeves.
He's John Wick.
Oh, he's also Duke Kaboom in Toy Story.
All right, now we can just keep going. But
yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
All right, guys, this was a pleasure. We hit our 40 mark. Trey's got to go out to the lake.
Hey, dude. You know, we got to do it.
Well, you got the fresh fade. You got the 4th of July fade. You're looking good. You look real good, man. I'm just, don't make all the girls
man, look, chill out.
All right, guys. It was a pleasure as always. We'll see you next week.
Hey,
bye.
Sure,
all right,
man.
peace.
Shout out. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.